Without a doubt, this year's Minecraft Live mob vote is going to be an interesting one. However, in my head, I think I've already decided which mob I'm voting for. Keep in mind, this is all my opinion, and you're free to debate me down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and all that jazz. Subscribing is free, and literally the easiest thing you'll do today. It's just one button, but thank you in advance if you do decide to subscribe. But anyways, let's get started. So I'm not going to waste any time here. I honestly think that the Sniffer is going to be the mob that takes the majority vote, and admittedly, I may be a little biased because it's the one that I want to win. However, we're going to go over the other mobs first, starting with the Rascal. This is a mob that will play hide and seek with you. If you find the same Rascal 3 times in a row, it'll give you some loot. And you can find this mob down in the mine shafts. So not only will it be adding new life to the mine shafts, they're kind of desolate in their current state, it's also adding a new minigame almost. It's a really cool concept, and I actually really enjoy the style that this mob was created in. It looks like a little goblin. It's kind of humanoid looking, which we very rarely get things like that in Minecraft. However, where I'm nervous about this mob is its loot drops. When you find it 3 times, it'll drop an item. Now, I'm basing this video off of the knowledge that I have at the time of recording this video, which is before Minecraft Live actually comes out, obviously. No shit, how else? That doesn't even make any sense. I'm basing this video off of the information we got in the little trailers for this mob, and the Rascal was shown dropping an enchanted iron pickaxe. Now, I don't know how its loot will be based. Maybe if there's a way to track the player's progression, it will give you better loot as you progress through your own world, but I'm worried that this mob will only have mid-tier loot. If that's the case, then it kind of loses its purpose in the end game, and there's no real reason to seek it out. However, considering that they did show an enchanted item, maybe they're considering adding a new enchantment that will only be found by playing hide and seek with the Rascal, kind of like finding the Soul Sneak book down in the ancient cities, but I still really don't feel like that's enough to give this mob the edge. And next we have the Tuff Golem. Now, I gotta be honest, I really want the Tuff Golem to win. Honestly, I'd like to see all 3 of these mobs come into the game at some point. They're all really unique and cool. However, I even voted for the Copper Golem during the last mob vote. I really want a new golem type to come to the game, something that can be really helpful to the player and kind of cute and act as a new companion. But this mob, as far as what we've been told so far, seems really hollow. Basically, you can place items on this mob and it will hold them in its statue state, and every once in a while it'll walk around your house, and if it's not holding an item, it'll collect and pick up the first item that it sees, which is cool in concept, but we basically already have an item that displays other items for us, and that's the item frame. While having a mob hold and display an item kind of in 3D like a lot of mods have, that would be pretty cool. It's kind of adding a functionality to the game that we already have, and unless this mob has some other unique features, I really kind of see it as pointless other than being a cute little friend for us to have. Now, on the other hand, we have the Sniffer, which again is the mob that I will be voting for, and I think you should vote for the Sniffer as well. It's by far, in my opinion at least, the most unique mob on this list. It will come from an egg that you find in ocean ruin chests. So immediately we have a new reason to go visit the oceans and explore underwater, but you bring this egg up to the surface and it'll hatch. What's most exciting to me about this creature is that it's considered extinct, which brings a new concept to Minecraft of extinct creatures coming back to life. If you guys remember, Caves and Cliffs was originally supposed to have archaeology. I'm not sure if that's been scrapped or it's just being put off for a later update, but I think it's interesting that we're getting a creature that's considered extinct. It may be hinting at the return of archaeology or fossils in some new kind of mechanic coming into Minecraft. Also, it's big. In the trailer, it looks like it's almost half or even more than half the size of a tree. And correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but the only mob we have in the game that is that big is the Ravager. So it would be really cool to have a super massive, large mob that's not only passive, but it has a unique feature like digging up seeds. Which brings me to my next point. Every so often, the Sniffer will do what the name implies, sniff the ground, bury its head in, and give the player ancient seeds. Now, these seeds apparently will give way to a few new types of decorative plants, which is really cool. I always love new additions to the game when it comes to foliage. If any of you have seen my hardcore world, you know that I'm a big fan of leaves and plants and things like that. Also, while we're at it, if you want to see more content from me and you like this video, make sure you go check out my hardcore YouTube series, and also make sure you follow my Twitch because most of that YouTube stuff is recorded live over there, so I'll leave that link to the description down below. But I love the concept of ancient extinct plants only being able to be discovered by an ancient extinct mob, which the player brings back to life. So the Sniffer will give us more plants, a reason to visit the ocean, and potentially a cute new companion, which to me is the reason why I'll be voting for it. It just seems like it's the all-around best mob to vote for. However, like I said earlier in the video, I really hope that all 3 of these make it into the game at some point, because they are without a doubt some of the most unique mobs we've seen in a while. But with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, if you don't agree with me or you have an opinion of your own that you want to share, let me know down in the comments. I'm really interested to hear where the community lies on this topic, and I'm excited to see what happens with the mob vote, but only time will tell. We'll find out on October 15th, so keep your eyes on the channel for a live reaction to that. And with that, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.